This is Mr. Westros, it's must. And today I'm looking at this question. How useful are the sources for inquiring into the success of the Montgomery Bus Boycott? Now, what I've done is we've talked about this in class. We've divided into 3 colours, okay? So have a look back at your assessment. You'll see that I've put the targets down based around the 3 colours that you can see here, okay, of blue, red and green, okay? And then we're trying to always remember, you don't get any marks for reliability and biased nature of the sources, but you can engage with why the purpose, nature or origin of the source is perhaps affects the usefulness of it, okay? That sounds a bit complicated. Let's have a look at some of the examples. Okay, so source I is this source up here with Rosa Parks sat on the bus. She's sat with another black lady, and she's further forward on the bus than the white man alongside her. And this shows really, doesn't it, the success of the Montgomery Bus Boycott, that she can now sit further forward and no one can force her to move, okay? There's obviously the white person sat further down the bus, and there's Rosa Parks and a friend, okay? So you can see that's what I've tried to talk about in blue. Remember, blue's to do with the content of the source. And you can see I've mentioned that up at the top and here as well. And then red is to do with the own knowledge. I'll put some own knowledge in there as well. You don't have to have the own knowledge I've got in mind, but it's just some examples if you don't have that in there. And then green is about the provenance of the photo. Now, one of the things that wasn't on the first slide is the purple there, the drawbacks of the source's nature and purpose. Now we're finding as we go with this that actually, even though it's not on the mark scheme necessarily, there is a need to engage with the drawbacks of the source and the purpose of it. So you can see I've tried to do that here in purple. I'm not going to read it all to you. Pause the tip and have a look. Finally, though, you can see one of our esteemed leaders. There he is, the great man, Mr. Otway. When I showed him this, he banged that orange target on as well, okay? So you can see I've gone through and just highlighted the key word in the question, success, as well. So, yeah, if you've got purple target, if you've got orange target there, or just generally if you want to have a look at your answer and say, right, okay, what do I need to do to make my answer better? Have a look at this. Okay, so now we're on to this interview from James Farmer, the founder of CORE, okay? And he's talking about the role Martin Luther King played, the fact that he was a black Southern man who had the intelligence and quality to talk about world affairs such as Gandhi and peaceful protest. So again, you can see the blue bit here that I've got at the top there and here is picking out the details from the source. Okay, the red is knowledge. I've talked about his speeches and organising his carpools and the fact that he had to get Lloyd's of London in to get the cars insured after a local law was passed to say that any pooled cars couldn't be used for African Americans because they weren't insured. So King then went to Lloyd's of London as far as that got sorted. Okay, then in terms of green, I've engaged with the provenance of the source, the nature, purpose, origin, if you will. And then in purple, I've said where that's going to be gone too far. And again, there he is, Otway, talking about keywords in the question. They go on about focusing on the question. So I've highlighted where I've used the word success. So pause the tip and have a look at that and think to yourself, right, how can I improve my answer? And obviously look at which colours I've put for you to work on. All right? And then we should be able to get somewhere near 8 marks.